What is going on, gentlemen? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. I have several clips we're gonna have to power through today. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's get into it.
I can't tell you how many women have said some variation of what you just put there in the comment. It's unbelievable how so many women have just completely cut ties with men, intimacy with men. Why bother? What are they bringing to the table? That's like something I hear all the time. Men, what are you gonna do to fix this? How are you gonna show up? How are we gonna show up so that women feel safe?
Hello, I'd like to pedal my puddle, ma'am. Yoo-hoo, I'd like to hawk my loogie.
That's all on you there, Baldy, because women have been telling men for how long now? First, they were calling us monsters. They were calling, believe all women. All men are users. You can't even use the word anymore. You can't even say it anymore. All men are going to attack you. All men are bad. And then they started saying, oh, well, they'd rather get, eaten out by a bear. They'd rather go hang out with a bear than be anywhere near a man. And so now they don't care anymore. Men have completely stopped caring what women think, what they believe, what they feel. What's the point? What is the point whenever it doesn't matter what a man does? He's always going to be labeled some sort of perpetrator. He's going to be labeled some bad guy. And these women, they have actively said that they would rather go and get mauled by a bear than even be in the same room with a man. So, in my opinion, what I would say is, great, stay away from men, go find you a bear, and you can go get intimate with a bear, because that's what all y'all wanted to do anyways. And some people will say, oh, well, it was just a joke. It's funny. It's not a joke, though. These aren't jokes. These are not jokes. These are things women are saying online. Men are seeing these things, and they are internalizing what these women are saying and say, okay, well, if these women don't want anything to do with us, fuck them. So good luck, Baldy. You on your simp train. You go take care of those women. You can, go in the comment section and like all their comments and get all that validation, buddy, because this is all on you.
Are your standards so high? My standards aren't high. I just don't want to pay for someone else. I don't want to pay for a man's coffee. I don't want to pay for a man's coffee. Is that a hot take?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
You're not going to pay for a man's coffee. Women refuse coffee dates. So, and what man is telling you to pay for his coffee? Just pay for your own damn coffee, okay? If it's the first date, listen, if it's the first date and a woman you're dating is more concerned with her having to pay her side of the bill or her having to pay for her own coffee, or if she's too concerned with how much money it's going to cost her and how much it's going to put her out, she doesn't care about you. She doesn't care anything about you. She's using you. She's trying to get something for free. Just ignore it, okay? I'm to the point to where I'm saying if you want to get involved with women, take them for a walk. Take them for a walk. I mean, that's what they do in other countries. You date a French guy, he's going to take you for a walk. He's not going to buy you food. It's completely insane.
The reason I don't think I can date is because I don't think I can be one more talking stage in my life. If I hear one more WYD, I'm losing.
I'll make that deal.
You've never had a talking stage. See, so here's the thing. Dating now doesn't even have a talking stage. There is 3 or 4 texts that get sent on Tinder or on whatever app they're meeting on. Sometimes it's even Instagram, who knows. They're sending these text messages, 3 or 4 text messages. And within those 3 or 4 text messages, it's the, hey, come on over and slob on my knob. That's it. There's no talking stage. Okay, when I went to school, when I was younger, a talking stage was weeks and weeks and months and months. Now it's just an afternoon, and in the evening time, they're getting their insides rearranged. That's not a talking stage. That's just you giving a man your body. Doesn't make any sense.
If I was on a first date with a guy and they wanted to split the bill and they say that we're going to split the bill, my immediate thought would be he is not interested in me. And that's where it gets confusing. Like,
I'm so fucking important.
It gets confusing because these men, and here's the interesting part, because I can understand her side of the story. Yeah, I understand. But see, the first date isn't for the man to show you that he's interested in you. he asked you out. He's definitely interested. The man now needs to be affirmed that you're interested in him. And in a lot of cases, that means you need to pay your side of the bill. That way he knows that you're not trying to get something for free. That way he knows that you are not trying to use him. A lot of men are being used right now. A lot of men are being used for food. And, we had that one woman who went on, how many food dates was it in one day? She got fed like 3 or 4 times and probably dicked down a few times too, but not by the men that bought her food. It's just by different men, so, hey, I understand where she's coming from, but then again, it doesn't make any sense because he asked you out on the date. Of course he's interested in you, like you're on the date with him. How does he know you're interested in him? He doesn't. He doesn't unless you choose to do something to show him, which would, on a date, would be to at least pay for your meal, okay? Because let's be honest, how many dates have you went on? How many dates do you go on in a week? You just want to get free meals every night, don't you? That's the issue. That's why these women are, and here's the thing, that's why these women are fighting so much against this, because they know they're not interested in these men. They know that if this, narrative gets out, they won't get any more free meals, and they are panicking. They are replying to all these little comments of, this guy, Joseph, who gives a shit? Like, she's replying to this comment, and he's basically saying, look, just read this. I always ask for the bill to be split the first time. I want to see that the person is willing to give this. Exactly. It's all about giving effort. A lot of women don't give effort. They think they should just be given everything and not have to give anything in return. These are the types of relationships men are choosing to avoid. So if you don't pay on the first date, then he's got his answer.
How are you as a man when to ask a woman out on a date and still request to split the bill? Do not go for a guy that does this because he wants to lead you into confusion. I don't want to be surprised.
By this imbecile. And I mean it, she's a low IQ person.
If you're dating a guy and he asks you out on a date and you get confused with anything that's happening, then you're too low IQ to be on the dating market. You need to spend some time alone. You need to maybe read a few books, maybe get in touch with some sort of religion. I don't know. But if reading that comment confuses you, then there's no hope left. I'm gonna be honest.
Shocked. I don't want to make it a guessing game thinking, oh, are we going to split this time? Is it going to be normal this time? Does he expect me to pay? No, like a man that wants to court you and wants to chase you and wants you, no hesitation, he's going to pick up that bill. And the thing is, his pride and his ego, he sets it aside because he deep down knows, okay, well, if this girl isn't for me, the money doesn't matter. At least I know that this isn't my person.
I need to prove to her that I'm not just a man, but a man's man.
Well, I think she knows that.
The money does matter, though. You see what I'm saying? You see how they try to slide that in right there? How are you as a man gonna sit, lady, listen, bitch. How are you as a woman going to sit there and tell a man how he treats his date? Now, if you don't want to go out with that man, that's perfectly fine. Okay, he's not asking you out. You're not even his type. He likes women that are attractive. You see what I'm saying here? So here's the narrative. These women, they are getting completely screwed out of this deal. They're not getting the free meals. They're freaking out. Now they're saying that they are being forced to pay for other men's foods. And none of this is happening. None of this is happening. But the situation's going to work out. And this is what a lot of men are doing. They're going to take you out on the date. And then toward the end of the date, they're going to say, okay, we're splitting the bill. That's what they're going to do. We're splitting the bill. And then the woman will probably try to not split the bill. And then he's going to pull the, okay, well, let me go grab my wallet out of my car. I forgot it. And then he's going to leave. And then guess what? Now you're paying the whole bill. So either way, you're going to be paying. That's how this works. If I was you, I would just pay your own bill and then never call the guy instead of risking the potentiality of having to pay for 2 meals. You see where I'm getting at here? Oh, shit.
Saying that the reason I don't pack my boyfriend a lunch for work is because I don't like making men happy. To me, that was pretty obviously a joke, but a lot of...
Is she in here?
No.
I won't keep her a second. I'm just going to give her these.
Don't give her them.
I just want to give her these. She won't take a second. She won't mind.
She will mind.
It's not a problem. I won't take any time. Look, why can't I go in?
Because she's dead.
Again, these aren't jokes. These are not jokes. These are narratives. These are women pushing narratives. And men see these, and it's not funny. It's not funny because if a guy, which we all know this can't happen because TikTok is basically a female-centered platform. You're not going to see a guy do this. He will get completely kicked off the platform if he were to do this. But if a guy were to post a video and say that he doesn't do this and this for his girlfriend, or he doesn't do this and this for his wife, and the reasons behind it, the same thing would happen. women would be in the comment section cursing him, calling him names. But now when men do it, it's not okay. Can someone say hypocrite? Hypocrite bit?
And got very offended in my comments. Something I found very alarming was a lot of men in the comments said that they hope he cheats on me because I don't want to
Because that's what the women would say. That's exactly what the women would say. You're not getting the irony here there?
pack my boyfriend who's an adult a lunch for work. You hope that he cheats on me, the mother of his children? You guys do understand that that's a weird thing to say. And
somebody told me one time I don't have to preach it all at the same time. I could cut it like Subway and give you a 6-inch in the morning and a 6-inch at night. That's not my style. I'm going to shove this entire foot long down your throat.
I mean, women say it. I think it's definitely weird. It's really fucking weird, honestly. I mean, you got to be a complete freaking weirdo to say something like that, but women say it. Women say it all the time. I can't tell you how many comments I've seen where women are saying the exact same thing that you are unhappy that men are saying in your comment section. Interesting. But this is how these men have to do this. They have to go into the comment section and say, because they can't make TikToks about this stuff. You know, I've seen several creators that are in the red pill space that have been kicked off of TikTok because of the content they make. But then you'll have content creators like the Sprinkle Lady, and they can just spew all sorts of hate towards men, and they actually get platform. They get pushed in the algorithm for these women.
I might get some backlash from this, but I don't care. If I go on a first date with you and you're not obsessed with me after, like, and if you're not chasing me down and being like, girl, I need to see you tomorrow or the next day and locking in plans, I'm not interested. Okay, that energy or nothing.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Only if you're a Chad, though. Only if you're like the biggest Chad bro in the gym. That's the only types of guys she wants chasing her. She doesn't want any average guys. That's what these women don't say. They don't want average men calling them after the first date, wanting them to go on another date. Well, they're not going to be dating average men anyways. But this is it. This is the women that have been, what am I looking at here? What the fuck? These are the women that they've completely lost the plot. I mean, they have no idea what's going on. She looks like she's very close, if not past the wall at this point. So yeah, there's a lot of coping, and she got 115 likes. Lady, you're cooked. You're done. Like, pack it up, pack it in, and get out of here.
I don't appreciate the hate towards straight white men because my favorite person in the world is a straight white man. They're great. Men in general, I'm just a fan. They're so interesting. They're their whole own thing. They got their whole own thing going on. They try to act tough. Almost none of them are actually tough. They're wonderful. They're truly a creature that I cannot comprehend, but I absolutely love trying to.
And as for this gentleman, I think that this lady, the septum piercing theory, does not apply, which is good to see. It is good to see this sometimes. There's at least one woman I found that has a septum piercing that the metal didn't oxidize into the bloodstream and go in straight into her cerebral cortex and fry her glands or whatever. But anyway, fellas, I'm going to wrap it up here for today. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to like the video. Actually, you know what? If you're going to make a choice between liking the video or leaving a comment, leave a comment. Leave a comment. I like to read y'all's comments. Also, it is September. Let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're here if you haven't already hit it. Over 80% of the viewers of my channel aren't subscribed. Don't you want to be part of the chosen few? Hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys later.